Hello, and welcome back to 20th Century Dude. This is the first of the Short of the Week reviews, which will be happening bi weekly. To check out the short films that I'm reviewing, you want to go to shortoftheweek.com. I discovered that when I had a screenwriting class last semester, so I decided, hey, why not? I'll just turn it into a bi-weekly series, and each week I'll be reviewing a different short film, maybe a different genre of short film from a different director or writer. All right, so let's jump into it, shall we? So the film we have today is Push to Enter from Anthony Nicolau. Nicolau, how I have to pronounce, I'm not sure. Uh, so this is a short narrative drama, and more on this later. What I like about how vague it is and its storytelling, that we as the audience, especially in the first time watching it, we don't exactly know what's real and not real. And this will definitely come around to the very end. Uh, but on a technical note, do realize, especially if you're watching it on your computer or something, it is in the 4:3 aspect ratio, so it will be boxed in there. So if you're wondering why it doesn't fill up your entire screen, that is why. But I think it's awesome and appropriate use of the aspect ratio. It definitely fills up the top and bottom of the screen, and I think feels away is probably appropriate for the film. I mean, if there's one minor nitpick about that, sort of the opening titles or even the closing credits at the beginning and end, I feel like the font size is too small. I mean, you have all the space, and you're using like maybe that much of the screen. I mean, that's just a minor nitpick of the film. Um, but as far as going back to what is real, the film sort of starts out with this guy, and it's framed in a way that we assume that his father is ill because he's laying on the bed, and, then we see the protagonist then go up and basically smother him to death, basically killing him. And it's a moment of shock. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. And then we cut back, and his father is still laying on the bed. So, wait, what? Like that didn't actually happen. So, it basically toys with your mind. I feel like it's cuts like that. And it's like that's what he's thinking in his head for the most part. And this happens all throughout the film. That he's repeatedly deciding like a scenario, like what he should do, and we see that being played out. But then when we come back to him in a minute or two, we realize, oh, okay, yeah, that's still in his head. Or even the very end. We'll get to the end in a second. So basically, the story actually does start. Uh, it's like a Grubhub thing or something he does. I don't know, but he's making a delivery to somebody, and he hands him the delivery. But she's very rude. The customer is very rude to him, and she even makes an offhand comment about that next time he's come to the door with a mask. Now, I'm not sure if this was filmed during the pandemic or not, and or maybe like the aftermath of it, because I mean, why else would that piece of dialogue be in there? So I'm assuming this was filmed during the pandemic and maybe not like last year or something. Otherwise, that wouldn't have made any sense for a 2024 context. But so he's very off put by that. But then he realizes, oh, she left the keys there. So now he has her ring of keys that he can easily go back and could easily just go and walk right into her house, right? So and then he's contemplating whether or not he should actually give the keys back, because we see it in a little fake dream sequence that he's contemplating whether he should just put like the keys in the door and then leave. But as we cut back to him in the train, and he remembers that little rude comment she made to him, he decides, well, maybe he decides to use it for more nefarious purposes. So we see him robbing the house, but he's contemplating whether or not he should in the first place, because we see him grab her laptop and then put it back. Uh, so I'm trying to think what else on my notes. So yeah, going back to the whole real real thing, whether stuff is real or not. When he eventually gets back from her house, we do see that his dad is alive and well. He's listening to something on the radio, or maybe he's watching something on TV or something. So it makes one wonder if, like, 75% of the film actually happened, whether or not he was actually ill on his bed, whether or not that actually happened at the beginning. Although technically that would be, uh, if you think about it, that would be an imagined scenario inside an imagined scenario. Yeah, it's sort of, what was it, like with Deadpool and the like 16 wall breaks comment or something he makes. But yeah, it definitely plays around with you, whether or not what happened was actually real or not, or if it was all just in the protagonist's head. So you could easily make like connections to Joker or whatnot for the same reason. I mean, after watching it twice, I just sort of breezed through it the second time. I didn't really notice any maybe visual cues that maybe hinted that it was all kind of in his head, other than maybe something subtle with like the set design or something. But I didn't really pick up on any visual cues. I mean, if any of you watched the film, maybe there's something you can point out, like, hey, maybe in this shot or maybe like the camera lenses used, but I didn't pick up on anything that would sort of suggest that what's in his head, what's real, what's fake, or whatnot. I didn't really pick up on after that. Oh, I just also want to mention, when he does go back to her house, or so we assume, uh, that when he does go back, he does come back in the house with a mask on. So it is sort of paying off that little setup earlier when she said, next time you better come with a mask, or something like that. So it does pay that little setup off. Uh, so yeah, that's all I got for about Push to Enter. I mean, let me know in the comments if this is a short film that you've already seen. I don't know how long it's been out. I mean, I only found it out this week on the website, because what Short of the Week does is usually every week there's something brand new on the website that you can check out. I don't know if the same film usually stays for about a week or two, or although there's actually, there's other film festival sites. There's Vimeo that you could probably find Push to Enter in. But that's my short of the week review. I wanted to try to keep this pretty brief. I don't know if that really worked or not, or whether the viewers here think that this was, if you consider this brief. I don't know, but that's just my review. Uh, Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the first Short of the Week review, and if you get along to watching the film, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So yeah, I did like it. I would say I would recommend this one uh, to watch. So otherwise, see you and have a good day.